All right, good Friday morning. Um, Not a whole bunch going on. Let's get on with first things first. Let's take a look at the reports today. Really nothing too taxing. We got a couple of feds talking. Um, could move the market. You got to watch them. They're trying to talk the market down. The market seems rather resilient, though, doesn't it? Baker Hughes, rig counts. Those are important nowadays. This is a count to how many active rigs are going on. If you see those rigs going up, then you could bet your boots that oil prices, they'll start producing oil. The problem is that the oil companies have control of that, and they love these high prices. They've had tons of oil sitting offshore for like a year and a half, and they were pulling them up at very cheap prices. So they were holding them offshore because they didn't want to store them, or they weren't going to ship them. They don't want it included in the stock because that will bring the price down further. So now that the price is all the way up here, they can start easing those tankers in here. They don't have to stop producing more oil. Ease those tankers in that they pumped out when oil was $30 a barrel, and they're unloading it to us for $115 a barrel. I think I saw today. So forget about it. Forget about it. They're making a killing. So we want to look for an increase in rig counts, but don't bank on it. All right. So Monday, really not a whole lot going on. Tuesday, this is next week's reports. We got some stuff going on. We got jolts. We got ADP. We got non-farm at the end of the week. That's the first Friday of the month. You get non-farm payrolls. Non-farm is going to be a big one because you want to see how many jobs are created. Although people aren't filling the jobs, so I think the matrix has to change. But that's what's going on in the news. Also, we're going to start looking at the earnings, right? Because March is the end of a quarter, so we should start hearing earnings announcements. A couple of U.S. companies in that mix right there, but not the big ones. But in about a week or two, people are going to start talking about earnings. So keep your eyes open for that. And there's a good earnings play that eventually I'm going to share with you guys once I get my life organized or my channel organized. Really nothing going on in the news. Grandstanding by politicians. That's about it. Russia considering to sell oil and gas for Bitcoin. That's not a good thing, man. The last thing you want to do is introduce ways around sanctions and governments using Bitcoin, and you're going to see a change in disposition on these independent currencies. So yeah, nothing really going on in the news. Let's just take a look at the market. Um, all right, so yesterday we got these double tops, but look at that momentum. Look at that strength. Holy moly! Um, and even the histogram faded a little bit. Today's going to be interesting. I mean, based on this chart, I would say, yo, this is an update, and I would be I'd have a bullish bias. But because it's Friday, we had such a nice week. People are in profits. We got the war going on. I'm just wondering if it's going to be somewhat muted because who wants the exposure? I mean, as far as trading, we'll probably get a few good trades off. But as far as a long term move, who wants the exposure over the weekend? You know what I'm saying? You could chill out, chillax this weekend, go to cash, which would give us not a retrace, but it'll condense a little. I'm I'm having a hard time. I must need to eat. So anyway, a consolidating day. That's what I was looking for. It might give us a consolidating day, and then away it goes on Monday. Very possible, provided no new developments over the weekend. On the 30-minute, I mean everything looks just bullish. The only thing I question is at 240 showing me a little topping, but I don't hold too much value in the 240 on the S&P because it shuts down. 240 is handy on futures because the market, the trading hours or longer. But let's take a quick look at the 120. Well, the 120 showing me is still showing me that same topping pattern. You see this divergence right here. So everything's kind of bullish except for that 120. We have to keep an eye on that. Let's take a quick look and look at what the futures are doing, which have been trading consistently overnight. I'm just going to return that back to my 240. Um, I mean, we're only up 4.5, but it still breaks us above the previous high. And I think we're not getting that movement pre-market because it's Friday. I mean, nobody's waiting on anything. There's nothing. I mean, next week is a non-farm payroll, but that's about it. Or maybe they're waiting on the feds to speak. That could be why we just consolidate all afternoon and then break out in the all morning and break out in the afternoon because they wait for the feds to get out of the way, and then away we go. But I mean, this is a good start, nice break, but I would have liked to have seen more energy in the break. Oh, big divergence on the 240. Okay, let's just shoot down to, well, shoot up to Bitcoin. Bitcoin just paid off for us, man. We so we're trading Bitcoin on a swing. Yeah, I'm not really day trading it yet. I'm just kind of swing trading it at the moment. There's nothing in it to day trade it really. Not the momentum that I'm accustomed to. But I believe once it breaks out of this pennant, it will start offering more daily opportunities. Although there may be some, but I can't watch it all day, stream, trade, and manage my other portfolios. I'm just one man. So we took this on a break right here. We had an inside pennant, and we took it on a break of 41.58. And the babies paid off. Picked up about 5 Gs. Really can't complain about that. So now this is the test right here. If how do we play? How do we play? How do we play? All right, look. So basically, I'm leaving it. You know, as long as I'm in that pennant, I'm leaving it. If we break, well, I'll probably keep my break even. It's low enough that I'm comfortable. Probably keep my stop at the break even. If it comes down, then I'll get out. No big deal. Um, but what I'm looking for really is just a bust above this. I'm not expecting it to really break down. The momentum is favoring it. Got a little risk on trade going on, and I'm I'm feeling good. I feel good. Yeah, you know, my target on this thing is about 51,000. So on the daily, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm even talking to a few people who haven't been involved with Bitcoin and kind of suggesting that they do get involved with it. So yeah, I like it. All right. So anyway, we're looking at energy and metals also, and those are more of a long term. This is energy. It's putting in the double top I'm looking for. So I'm getting bearish. I think I might get bearish right here. I was waiting for a higher top. I got to look at what my contracts are. I got a little work to do, but I think today's my day. Today is my day. And now we look at metals, and I mean, this is a crazy divergence, but this market seems somewhat irrational. I don't know if I'm going to get bearish on this today. I'm just going to take a further look. All right, so that's it, man. Everybody get your meditation in. I'm about to go do mine. You want to be calm and cool when you're trading. You don't want to overtrade. It's all about risk management. Everybody hits good runners. Everybody makes money in the market. All right, not everybody keeps it. It's risk management. Keep the money. You'll hear those stories over and over and over. All these guys make a lot of money, then give it all back. Actually, you don't hear from a lot of the loudmouths while the market was ripping. And every putz with ears who was in the market was making money because the market was going one way, it was going up, you couldn't miss. And then if you went down, you sat on your stock, you waited, and it went up. Well, with that philosophy, when the market was high recently and it dipped back, that was their theory. They would just sit on it, so they sat on it, and now it's worth 10% of what it initially was. And those stories are all over the place. And this isn't the first time. I mean, that it's cyclical. I mean, it happens. This was a very long run that the market was aggressive and made it easy for people to make money. But it's not what I experienced throughout my whole career. And what we're doing now is what I experienced. And it usually happened every 4 years, every 3 or 4 years. So now you're learning the real deal, the real deal. And if you come into a wave like we just passed, you'll make a lot of money, but you got to be smart enough to keep it. I mean, those are life changing events or life changing years. I mean, it could take you from a small $30,000 account to $750,000 account, and where you're truly in the industry. And I mean, that should be your goal if you're trading. So, all right. Anyway, I could go on forever. I'll catch you guys at about 9:15. Subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like. I appreciate all your support.